All right, guys, welcome to the Double Chen Show.
What's up, guys?
This is a new segment we're trying to put out there.
Yeah, it's kind of like remember when we used to do like the rapid fire?
Yeah.
But this is kind of like we found that 1 minute wasn't enough because there's a lot of things we like to debate about. Right.
So this segment is called Chen versus Chen.
Which are you the first Chen or am I the first Chen?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Chen versus Chen.
So we each have things that we're passionate about.
I just realized. Remember back in the 90s there was
Spy versus Spy.
That's
That's how I came up with this stuff, man. All right, so we each are passionate about something that the other may not be as passionate about.
Right. Or we're passionate just in another way.
Right.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about Chen versus Chen.
Yeah.
We are going to battle out steak.
Steak!
Do you love steak?
No!
Something wrong with this dude.
I don't like steak.
Why don't you like steak?
I don't like steak.
Let me hear your reasons. Let me hear it.
Okay, a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
First of all, this is a very practical reason. Okay, humankind, aren't designed to eat 16 ounces of meat, red meat.
Are you out of your mind?
Or
what did you think the cavemen ate?
Or in your case, like 32 to 50 ounces of meat.
What did you think cavemen ate? What did you think they eat? Like, did they eat like Cheetos, or did they eat like Wheaties?
I don't know.
Wheaties.
I don't know, and I don't care.
They ate meat, my friend.
Okay.
The basic instinct of man is to eat a big chunk of meat.
I
cooked over fire.
I actually have to disagree with that.
Why?
Because men farm. Okay, civilization.
What? You know as well as I do that wasn't the beginning of food. The beginning of food was meat.
Right, but then in civilized society, which we live in today, was agriculture. Okay, well, let me ask you this question. There are whole like cultures of people, like for example, like Buddhists, like in India, in Japan, in China, who don't eat meat.
Okay, they do it for religious reasons.
Right,
and there's people. Not saying there's anything wrong with vegetarians. We're just talking about steak right here.
Right.
Okay. You do eat meat.
I do eat meat.
So you do eat meat,
but I don't like steak.
But you don't like steak.
I don't like steak.
You don't like a delicious, flame-kissed, dry-aged, melt in your mouth piece of. As I'm describing this, how many of you are just your mouth is watering as I'm describing this?
I also have another theory.
What?
The reason you and all these people that like steak,
the normal people, yes.
I don't disagree that there's a lot of people that like steak in the world. But all you guys are basically being lied to.
Why is that?
Because all the marketing in society leads us.
Marketing.
Now listen, dude. Look,
that's why I love steak. It's the marketing.
It is. Because
it's not because it's delicious.
No,
it's the marketing.
It's not
when
delicious.
I'm biting into the steak, it's because someone's telling me it's delicious.
Yes, it is.
It's the Matrix.
Not only that, Not only that, all the Instagram photos you see, all the commercials you see, you're conditioned to want this piece of giant meat.
Really might be the worst explanation about not eating steak I've ever heard in my life.
It's not delicious.
Well, first of all, let me ask you. Let me ask you this. How many commercials out there just about steak?
A lot. Okay, for example.
Give me some examples.
Outback Steakhouse.
Give me another one.
Red Lobster.
No steak.
Okay, I'm
talking about lobster now.
All right.
Give me one more commercial.
No, Instagram. Like
what? No. Instagram is not marketing right now. Give me
I'm talking about social media.
You just said, there's marketing everywhere about steak. Give me another commercial.
I don't know about commercial, but I'm talking about the
They're everywhere.
I'm talking about,
where are they advertising about steak?
Not advertising. Like if you go online, you see all these posts about the perfect steak and the perfect way to eat it, and this is what it should taste. Why?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because people love steak.
It's
stupid. Because people love. You can't give a single reason why this steak is so.
Okay. So my first reason was.
What is it?
My first reason was.
Marketing, which is dumb.
No, my first reason was actually our stomachs. It's unhealthy. You shouldn't eat.
Protein. You can't eat protein.
There's so much cholesterol and fat in there.
Well, you know what? That tastes awesome. Did you not know that cholesterol has just been debunked as not a cause of anything? Did you know that? Just happened like yesterday.
All right.
Aside from beautiful.
All right. Aside
eat some
from
bacon.
That,
go eat anything.
Aside from that,
what else?
It doesn't. To me, there's so much other types of meat, and the way to cook it
really
is so much tastier. For example, take beef. the same steak that you're talking about. I just don't like, instead of that giant slab that you put on the grill and it's
That's
like
delicious and dry aged and melts in your mouth.
Why wouldn't you, for example, like cook it a different way, like thinner,
because
maybe like marinated?
It doesn't melt in your mouth and doesn't taste like a steak. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Why do you think there are steakhouses everywhere in the world? And let me ask you this. Okay. Why do you think New York steakhouses, you can never get into them because there's reservations everywhere?
I'll tell you.
Is it because steak is horrible? I'll rather. Is it because people rather go eat a teriyaki strip of beef?
No.
Really?
No, I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because you guys are being lied to. Because you guys are somehow you bought into the steak. Like I like. You know what I like
You've
more?
lost this since from the beginning, my friend.
Can I tell you?
This is over for you.
Can I tell you what's better than steak?
What's better than steak?
Hamburger. Hamburger's better than steak.
It's not better than steak.
It's more delicious.
Oh, really?
Then
why is a hamburger cheaper than steak?
Oh, that's another reason. Why am I paying? This is what I mean. You're being lied, and you're being extrapolated.
If somebody is willing to massage a cow for his entire lifetime and then give it to me, I'll pay an extra $50.
And then you're paying extra for the dry aging and all this stuff. I'm like, you know what?
Anything to make it more delicious, I'm okay with paying for it.
I will take a burger any day over steak.
Basically, here's how this video goes, guys.
Yeah.
Team Mike, Team Dan, who won this argument. Today it should not even be like it's not even.
Hold on. I'll tell you another way that's better.
Oh, okay, please.
You know the Japanese way, the yakitori, the small little piece of chunk of rib.
That's still steak.
And then
that's still steak.
No, but this
that's
small.
Steak. That's still steak.
But it's like
that's
small.
Steak. You know what it says on the menu? Steak.
No, it's actually yakitori.
But what it says in English? Steak.
I'm just saying.
It says
I don't like
Angus steak.
I don't like. It's not that I don't like the beef. It's just I don't like the whole idea of the steak thing. The slab.
And then the slab that contains all the juice. That when you bite into it, the whole thing like spurts out this wonderful heavenly nectar and melts slowly in your mouth.
And I know I'm alone. You, our friend Mia,
your girlfriend,
you guys all
hates you. For not liking steak.
Also because every time. Also, I can't. It's hard to chew.
Oh my god!
It's so hard to chew.
That's why you pay extra for the steak.
Oh
this is why you don't go to Outback Steakhouse for steak.
It's hard to chew, dude. Even like the really good steak I've had, it's still a little hard to chew for me.
We're going to the steakhouse.
We're going
this Saturday,
and we're going to not any steakhouse. Supposedly
one of the best in New York City. Which
the best.
No, it's
supposedly
not,
the best.
I think it's the second best.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna all enjoy. And he's gonna have a burger.
I'm gonna have it. And for those of you that don't know, so it's Peter Luger's. I think it's so
second
famous.
Best. Second best.
Because what's
I think Del Frisco's the best.
All right, I never went there. Mm-hmm. I think that Del Frisco's might be a tourist trap, but I don't. What do I know? I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie. He's the steak master. Like if you had a question about steak, you can ask him.
Right.
I just
look. You're alone on this. I am very alone. Few supporters gonna back you up because the reasons you gave, you didn't even get marketing. You're being
not healthy.
Matrix is telling you it's delicious.
And you know what? I'm happy to keep my. You know how much that is sometimes? Do you know how much a porterhouse is out there?
I know how much a porterhouse is.
$100.
No, that's not.
How much is a porterhouse?
Wagyu is a lot of money.
All right, but
not
Wagyu.
Like $45.
Yeah, you know what? I'd rather.
It's not something you eat every single day.
Not $45.
Yeah, it is.
At Del Frisco's.
Yeah, 45 for filet mignon. $45.
Not filet mignon, like the porterhouse.
Porterhouse is $55.
Nope. Come on, really?
Have you been inside Del Frisco ever? Have you been inside a steakhouse ever? No, you haven't.
The only ones I went to was with you.
Right. You can also cook it at home. It still tastes delicious.
It tastes good. You make good steak.
Yeah. Look, steak is awesome. Team Mike, Team Dan, if you love steak, sorry, buddy, you're going to lose on this one. Yeah. Whoever loses, we should come up with a punishment every time someone loses one of these things.
I don't know.
Because then you won't go into these challenges.
I'll be punished, but I stand behind it. Stand behind it. Steak is not the best kind of way to eat beef.
It's just horribleness spewing from this guy's mouth.
Man.
All right, guys, let us know in the comments below.
Peace.
See you later. Now the key to seasoning is you don't want to take the meat off and then dip it in the seasoning because then you're biting into salt. What you want to do is cook the meat until it's almost done. Then you're going to sprinkle the salt, cumin, and pepper directly onto the skewers and over the fire. This way you won't bite into any salt crystals, and the seasoning will soak into the meat much better. You can also play wizard. Bam!